got the first president of the black community here, and we got Mr. Okafour, we got Ezra, we got Sap here, and we are going to do a little bit of interview about the black community years back and now. So, Mr. President, I throw it to you. How was it back then and how was it now? Because back then, 15 years ago, I was like a little girl, so I didn't really know how it was. So can you please tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, let's say it shortly that the black community in Australia start becoming numerous, let's say it like this, because we have children now. When we started, we were just young people trying to maintain ourselves here. And now we are married people, we are married men and married women, and we have some children. That means on this way, the black people, the black community has been growing. But in another way, we have not, we have done a lot of things.
Like
Helping people to get the houses, like trying to show the ways to people who are looking for schools for their children, like try to help those children who cannot maintain themselves in the school, cannot, find their way in the school because they have two systems. We are trying our best in this way.
But as a black in Austria, it's really hard for you to get a good job, they say. But what do you think about that?
Yeah, it depends on the qualification. Really, really, it's difficult to get away, even if you have your diploma. Even if you
but
have
people
studied
complain that they go to school, they have their qualification, everything, but when they go and apply for a job, they get rejected because they are different color, like
that's
black.
That's it. That's what for we are fighting. We are fighting for such cases. It will take time. Maybe not our time, but the time of our children. We are doing this so that our children will be well off. Our time is running, but the one of our children, they are born here, they have done everything here, and they should not be treated like you were. That's our fight.
So what can we do against it? How can we fight it? Because now we are on. Let's say you are like a little bit in pension. So.
You are on. If you notice such cases, you have to report it to black community because you have evidence. You cannot do anything. You must have evidences, and with those evidences, we can enter into contact with the competent people that can treat such cases. But first of all, if you are victim of a racist case on the street, in the bus, in the tram, the train, you have to report it to the black community. You know, the bureau, the office is in Schillerstrasse 34. Alors, ce que je disais que bon, nous sommes depuis que nous sommes là, dans la black community. La question est de savoir comment est-ce qu'elle a évolué depuis que nous l'avons créée. Je disais qu'il y a eu un progrès, il y a encore beaucoup de choses qu'il faut faire. Et la question était de savoir pourquoi, lorsque les gens sont qualifiés, ils n'arrivent pas à avoir du boulot. Naturellement, comme tout le monde le sait, c'est une ségrégation au niveau du travail. On ne regarde pas la qualification, on regarde plutôt la couleur de la peau. Alors, si vous êtes victime de ces actes pareils, vous n'avez qu'à les reporter au bureau de la black community pour que vous puissiez rentrer en contact avec les gens compétents, les gens qui nous écoutent et qui peuvent changer quelque chose. C'est là notre travail, c'est là notre bataille, et c'est ce que nous continuons toujours de faire et que nous continuerons de faire jusqu'à ce que nous perdions toutes les forces.
Okay, I will at some time ask Ezra, because Ezra has a different background and different cultural situation as we do have it here in the German-speaking world. Ezra comes from UK. So how is it over there? Do you people experience it? From age here, I know you're still not in our generation. You're in the generation of the children here. So what is life like over there? What are you guys going over there through?
Over in the UK, it's a bit different than over here, but I think obviously everywhere you go, you can have the same struggles because when you're a certain color, people treat you in a certain way, but it's also to do with the image you project, the way you dress, the way you act, even the way you talk, or your body language. So if you expect people to treat you in the way you like to treat, then obviously you have to adjust your image to it. So you don't become one of these people they see, because maybe it's from the media, what they see from, obviously through where they're getting their information about black people, wherever they're getting it from, newspaper, magazines. Obviously it's a closed thing, so they don't really know you. So the way they treat you is what they see, not to get to know you. They see your color, and then automatically what they know from Africa is like this, when it isn't like that. Rather than to speak to you about it and get to know you, always is they always have like this first image. Okay, it's not their fault, but it's better to not take it as a bad thing, but try and show them that we're not the way they think we are. Try and show them a new Africa, a new image, of new way of thinking. Try and change that negative thinking to a positive, so they can get to know everyone, and everyone can be equal. No one is lesser, or no one is lower. Everyone is equal together. Working together, being friends, everyone can get together. I think that's the way forward, that where everyone can improve, and more things will happen more events can happen, everything becomes easier, as you were saying, for the children. That's what we need to do now, work on it. So when the children become born, grow up, there will be none of this issue.
Okay, Jennifer, you travel often to UK, and what type of experience do you also have down there?
Oh, in UK, okay. Let's say big country or big city is not my own thing. Like I'm like someone, the village girl, it's a small place. But UK is really nice, cool. If you go out there, you see a lot of blacks, you feel comfortable. Sometimes I even I think that I'm in Africa, but I'm in Europe. Because in Austria it's somehow a little bit different. But the same thing like Ezra said, when you have your qualification, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you do your thing. Because white thinks that all black people are against us. That's what most of them think. When you go on the street, someone will see you and say, hey, 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 yo, hey. But it's not like that. It's not like the hip-hop video that they are watching on MTV. That's the way all blacks are. So we have to put ourselves out better, so that they can see us different and we can be better off.
That put me back to, if you want to add something to that?
No, I just wanted to translate it in French.
Okay.
For French listeners.
Okay, for our French listeners, okay.
Alors, la question était de savoir comment est-ce qu'il y a une différence entre l'Angleterre et l'Autriche. Alors, nos deux intervenants ont dit que, ouais, il y a une grande différence, parce qu'ici, on ne voit pas la personne, on ne voit pas ce qu'elle est. On a déjà un cliché, alors qu'en Angleterre, c'est toi qui t'es fait. La manière dont tu t'habilles, la manière dont toi tu te comportes, et c'est de cette manière-là qu'on te prend, alors que c'est très différent.
Okay, so what I was trying to talk then before you translated it is just like, must we live our own nature, adapt their own nature to be recognized? That's a problem that I personally, up to today, it's not been easy with me. I want to be myself the way I am, because I derive joy in the multiplicity, in the diversity of the nature. Yeah, must it be? One would say, okay, if you go to Rome, you behave like Romans. They will say, okay, but at the same time, I would love to be what I am, the way I am, and still be accepted. I don't just want to, I don't know.
Feel free.
Feel free, comfortable. So that's the issue. Just like we're trying to live our life just to please them, just trying to live a life to make sure we're being accepted. Must we ask for that acceptance? I throw up for you guys.
I think it's just a melting pot now. Our cultures are melting themselves.
Yeah.
That means we have to live a part of our culture and accept the other part of this culture here. I mean, for instance, like you said offline, you said that you are coming from a part where the women don't talk too much, for instance. And here, it's just the contrary. Yeah, women talk much than the men. And that means we accept that the women here talk. That's an example. And the way we treat our children. In Africa, back home, your uncle can come and correct you if you did something bad. But here, another person can never correct you. Even your own child, you cannot correct it. I mean, violently. You can just talk. those are things that are really different. That means we cannot live with our raw nature. We have been changed without knowing it.
And we have to change our mentality sometimes in some way, because African mentality is way back.
What is that?
Oh, African mentality.
I didn't know that.
It's a lot.
No,
African mentality is way back.
I don't know
For
what
us,
it is.
it's way back.
I've tried
We
to
are,
identify
we
it.
are moving forward. You know, technology is moving forward and everything. So our mentality needs to be changed as well. That's the last thing that I can say. Thank you, and thank you for listening.